love spring water.
Man, I don't see how other people drink Dasani.
Oh, hell no. Never. Dasani?
It's the nastiest water in the world.
I mean, maybe we shouldn't say that, but what they end up sponsoring us one day.
But how? My thing is, to sponsor me, I would have to put my lips on that toilet water.
Right.
I ain't doing that shit, man. Yeah. That is the nastiest water. But you know, they say most of the water is from tap anyway.
I heard the same thing.
But I do know I can taste the difference. I don't care what nobody say.
Mm-hmm.
Spring water is clearer.
Deer
Spring
Park?
water.
My God.
It tastes like it had deer hoof in it.
Yeah, it tastes like it came out of a Deer Park. That's
what it tastes like. So disgusting.
When they were peeing.
And they be trying to peddle it to everybody.
I'm so mad at y'all. How the hell y'all be smoking and not cough? Because I'll be in here be like,
I can smoke and not cough because I don't necessarily breathe air that don't got smoke in it often.
Okay, got you.
It's kind of like I done built the time. Now, okay, let me stop lying, because if I get the right strain, yeah, I'm going to sound like a 98-year-old struggling.
You so
struggling for air.
That premium shit that you have.
No. I'll be somewhere in the corner crying because I can't catch my breath. I can't stop calling.
Hell no, don't do that.
So that's why I purposefully built up my tolerance. You know, you gotta choose your life battles.
Yeah, you're right.
And one of those battles I don't want to have is trying to inhale.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'll struggle to run up a flight of steps. But to struggle to inhale,
that's hilarious.
I ain't gonna do that.
I feel that.
You about to roll it?
No, my stuff, everyone.
Oh, so I have a new rolling tray.
What? Oh, yeah. I keep meaning to get me one.
I have a cute little Sailor Moon rolling tray. I don't know which room it's in, though.
Speaking of damn Sailor Moon, I happen to pan to my left. And I look down at my dope-ass gift.
Yes. Dopest gift ever.
And my dope-ass gift of a Sailor Moon themed Monopoly board, which we still got the chance. We got to play one of these days.
We do, because I got to crack
My own family don't really care to play Monopoly. Like, they swear up and down they do, but they never do. Because I'm like, I got Monopoly right here. We can get this pop whenever.
My kids want to play.
Pop up. I'm going to pop up. Or y'all can pop up on me, and we're gonna play Monopoly, order wings or something.
You know what? I ain't even cracked it open yet, so we don't even know what it looks like. We can definitely.
Well, you do know what it looks like. You know why? Because you already had.
Okay, if you look, see. Okay, so.
All right, so
boom. Number one. If you look closely, neither one of those boxes are unwrapped.
Ah, okay.
So what had happened was, you bought me it first.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I had it, but I didn't want to open it until I was ready. You know, because I'm trying to build, you know, that's what we're doing. We're trying to do the podcast, we're trying to do things. So I'm trying to build, you know, content-worthy things. And so I was like, I'm going to record when I open it. Well, time just kept passing. Then my bestie, Miss Venus, she came through. And I was like, you know, don't you come over with me and the kiddos and play some Monopoly? And she goes, I disdain Monopoly. She didn't say she didn't like it. She said she disdained it. Oh, with that being said, I just figured I'm not the best mom and I don't know how to initiate games along with my kids. So I was like, I'm going to have to find a secondary. And so now I know you need a holders. You need all the extras. So I have the extras, you're the second. But that I have not opened those. Now, where did the second one come from?
There you go.
The questions that need to be answered. Okay, so in updates of life, baby daddy number one got some sense a little bit.
Really?
Yes. Let's clap for him.
Yeah. Let's clap.
And
don't let that boost your ego. Don't let that boost your ego.
And it will. It's all right. I'm gonna let him have it. In
That's
real life, in real time. But it was a gift. I think it was for Mother's Day.
Oh, okay.
It was the Monopoly, and then you see the Sailor Moon, little thing right there. So yeah, you know, just a couple of things like, you know, I was like, okay,
that's what's up.
All right, clock it. You did good.
The finger thing,
yes. Clock it.
Are you trying to catch some gnats in the air?
I love the LGBTQA community because they take everything we already do and elevate.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what nobody say. Clock it is that girl. Because when I do it, I feel special. I feel special. I feel like it's like giving SpongeBob Pinky out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Got you.
Clock it, but it's better.
Yeah.
It's better than Pinky out. So yeah, he did a good job. So that's where it came from.
That's
and so I want one for display and one for play.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
About 20 might be worth something. You feel me?
I mean, since they're wanting to take it off of streaming on Netflix and whatnot.
Oh, they took it off.
Let's leave it at the end of the month. It's still available if anybody's listening as a Sailor Moon fan. It's still available, I believe. Hulu, the original. I don't know if Crystal's on the Hulu. But I think Crystal is on Crunchyroll. Only thing about Crystal on Crunchyroll, I think it does not have the dubbed version. It only has the sub version. But I haven't checked. I was watching it on Netflix when I went to Dallas for the show. So
okay,
yeah, it's okay. It's all right. We'll be okay, Moonies. It'll be all right. We'll live another day. Moonies. Yeah, that's where the Moonate came from.
Right.
Because I'm a Mooney. And then when I tried to put in Nikki Mooney, somebody else already had it.
Oh, it was a really unique name, too.
Right? I would have thought, even with my spelling, don't too many people put an E at the end of Nikki. But when I entered it in, somebody already had it. So
I've seen that spelled so many different ways, too.
Yeah.
I saw somebody do Nicci, which I thought was Nietzsche, but
I would have thought Nietzsche too, and they said that was Nikki.
It definitely did.
Nikai. That's what that is.
I've seen Nikii as well. Nikki, I guess.
Not a fan of that one. I see it in my head. I don't like it. It looks like I'm one of those people. Okay, so to shift gears,
which will happen a lot with us.
A whole bunch. But it's all gonna tie together. So with my acceptance of my history of hyperlexia, put in chat GPT people, I realize symbols, but also I have a thing about things looking balanced and equal that I've noticed. And so like when I think of NIKII, I'm like, it's not
too much
high, not enough low.
Okay, gotcha.
Or no, too much low, not enough high. Yeah, too much low, not enough high. Because you have 3 low levels and 2 high levels. And then I'm like, it's Nikki, 2 syllables. I'm sorry. It just doesn't look.
It don't look good.
It doesn't look good. It looks gross. That lets you know I'm weird. Let me
allow us to switch gears again.
I'm not switching gears, but I am switching gears because my friends are loving assholes. They like, I have been blessed with a group of friends that is like the black embodiment of the Sailor Moon group.
Nice. Can't find my Z Fighters nowhere.
Yeah. Good luck on the Z Fighters. You might have to go to the Clock It team. Yeah. I'm just saying, you might have to clock it for that one because I don't know how many homies got you like that.
Right.
They don't ride deep like that. You might be able to find you a little Akatsuki clan though. You can get you some little loyal goons around the corner.
What's that? They got an app where people meet up. I think it's called actually Meet Up.
Nice.
They have like organizations in there that you can probably look up.
Nice. That's nice. Yeah, but like I said, I'm blessed to have friends that embody that. And Miss Venus, again, because that's my bestie. I was explaining to her some other real self-realizations of myself. Tell me why. She texts me back. She was like, my little weirdo. She was like, but put the song of My Little Pony on it. And that's why I busted out laughing.
My little weirdo. My little weirdo. My Lord. You gotta make it a voice note ringtone and set it for yourself. See,
we gotta figure out what the little words in the background is.
Yeah.
That's gonna be dope. To do My Little Weirdo sing along.
I like it.
Oh yes,
you should definitely ride with that.
I could definitely do some really good things with that. I can ride that weirdo wave because I am one. But yeah, found it.
Weirdo gang with weirdos.
Throw it up, crack. Just if anybody's wondering, we're stimming. Because that is all black folk and fake gang signs.
About a fake gang signs I will throw up, never outside these four walls. When I tell you,
when I'm outside, I'm masking 100%. 100%. There is no. Well, that's a lie. That's a lie. I'm really working on like getting rid of that.
What?
My masking.
Oh, okay.
I'm sick of it. My body's sick of it. Like not figuratively, literally. Yeah. My body is sick of it, and I can't do it no more. I'm over it. So I'm gonna stop. So if y'all see me in the street, I'm gonna finish this now. Look, I ain't Wiz Khalifa now.
Nah, hell no.
I'm Monet Nifa. But I ain't Wiz Khalifa. But yeah. Damn, I lost my train of thought. I was doing good too.
You gotta give us credit for that. We went pretty long on time on subject before we hopped.
We did. How many minutes? Where we at? You know what? 14. Boss. Nice. That's real good. Yeah. So twin powers, right?
Yeah. I've always wondered too, like, how the heck they keep these podcasts going so long? Like, you be seeing people do, oh yeah, this podcast was 2 hours last Friday. I'm like, how?
First off, my attention span don't have 2 hours.
Right. I'm like, good.
Now, okay, that's a lie.
Well,
that's a lie.
Been watching anime.
If I'm watching anime and it's good, and it's really good, like Attack on Titan good.
Yeah, man.
Like,
they wrote.
What do you mean you gotta? What do you?
Hold on.
Skirt.
What?
What you mean?
For Solo Leveling?
Yeah.
I gotta catch up on it.
What do you mean? You didn't finish this first season?
Yeah, I finished the first. Isn't there more than one season?
No.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
Never mind. My bad.
Yes. Hold on. You didn't finish
there was more than one season.
No, yes, there is more than one season. So you didn't finish the
I got to the part where
season.
I got to the part where his dad is out. Did I go too far?
Go
okay. I thought you was too far. But no, it's the guy, what's his name's dad. I just seen him come across the screen. And he's apparently stronger than his own son, who is leveling up like crazy. Damn, I gotta go watch.
Okay, my
I'll tell you. I'm trying to figure out where I'm at.
If you have failed.
What you mean?
I have failed. How have you not finished it yet?
I could have sworn I did.
You haven't finished it. If that's where you are, you haven't finished it.
I have to think about where we are in the.
I'm telling you.
I did finish it then.
Did you?
Because I remember this episode. This is the last of second season. Because he didn't meet his goal, so he had to go to punishment, and he had to fight that thing.
Where's the end of that one?
Oh, the end of this one?
Because as a girl, that's the part that only matters. Yeah, that's the one. Okay.
Yeah, Arise, right? That's where I'm at. That's the last episode I seen.
Okay.
When he says arise, that's where I left off.
There's no more after that.
Okay, so my bad. So I have watched 2 seasons. I am fully caught up.
Okay.
I thought there was more. I know they just released, I think, a movie, Solo Leveling Reawakening. It was a 2024 movie.
2024?
Mm-hmm. Hold on. I'll pull it up again.
What? I didn't know they did no movie.
Yep, right here.
Is that not a fan fiction? That looks like a fan fiction. See, okay. So here's the thing. Here's what I need you to understand about my anime journey. Okay, I'm a spiritual girl on a spiritual journey who is also on an anime journey, who is on a autism journey, who is on all of these journeys simultaneously. Okay, I'm quantum leaping into my highest self. All right. On my anime journey, I have to realize that my childhood was extremely restrictive. So everything I know about anime, I have accumulated outside of Sailor Moon, because Sailor Moon was my secret that I literally had to hide from my mom, like not figuratively, literally. Right. I had to like run, get off the bus, go run upstairs to turn it on to watch it on low, usually about level 6 or 7, where couldn't nobody really hear what was going on,
Right.
and I could finish it. And then sometimes I would be able to watch Dragon Ball Z if she was busy without anybody knowing I was watching anime, because she walked in on one of their transformation scenes, and you know how the symbol shows up in the center of her forehead, and if anybody knows about the Southern growls and the fear of the Antichrist, child, that was, you bet not never watch that for the rest of your life. But by that point, I was already hooked. By like episode 1, I was like, oh, I'm never watching anything else. Like, Sailor Moon is life. I don't know what you mean. So had to sneak it. Damn, got off topic again. No, we are talking about anime, but there was something else.
Because you thought I wasn't caught up on Solo Leveling, and you were telling me about your anime journey.
Yes. Oh yeah, my anime journey. So I didn't get to watch. Only thing I could watch was what was available on TV. I didn't have access to the internet. So I didn't have access to the sites. I didn't have access to the everything that you had access to, and how you was like, oh yeah, it's been da-da-da. Like, child, I didn't get to see that till after I got out my parents' house. And then when I got out my parents' house, I got married. So there was like a big point of time where I didn't really have downtime. So this is my first time in my life where I have all this downtime. So I will say over maybe since my daughter's been born, maybe the last 10 years, I've been really into anime.
Got you.
So I still feel like in comparison to you, you have like 20, 30 years of anime journey, don't you?
I'll explain it. So the way that my journey went into anime was, I'm 38. So back then, anime was on TV, but it was only Dragon Ball Z. The way that I was able to watch it was, it didn't come on, we didn't have cable. So it came on one of like 4 channels that was down here. And I think it was like, I want to say 55 or 46. It was one of those channels, but they played WB. It was the WB.
Okay. And, the Froggy.
Yeah. And we used to watch it then. And the way that it came on, it only came on Sundays. And at this time, they gave you 2 brand new episodes every week. So, and they were back to back. So you got to watch it from 11 to 12 on Sundays. When you're in the South, 11 to 12 on Sundays, you're in church.
That's the Lord's time.
So, you know, in the South, when you go to a Baptist church, you can be in church from 10 to 3 if that pastor is on one that day, right? So every Sunday, my mom would just miraculously lose her keys at about 10:59 a.m.
You better not ever let her hear this, because she's still going to jack you up. I see your mama's biceps.
My mama's swole as hell. Even at 60. That's crazy. So me and my brother, rest his soul, we would watch Dragon Ball Z. And my mom was cool about it though, because she didn't want to be there all day. So she would want to be there by 12, right? In the height of everything, just kind of sneak in. And we would just hide her keys, and then she'd be like, y'all need to find my keys so we can go. Because we could watch the first episode without being bothered. It was the second episode that we had to, wait
maneuver.
We had to maneuver around. So about 11:30, she would miraculously have her keys missing. And this is Dragon Ball Z, so it doesn't play all the way until 12. It's like till like 11:53, then a bunch of irrelevant commercials until noon when the news short starts. So for about 20 minutes, she would have to find her keys. And we would be downstairs looking for the keys, but our eyes never left the TV. Only during commercials, we would be like, yeah, we're looking. So we would, because this is 93, somewhere around there, 94. So there's no recording TV. Once it's gone, it's gone. You better hope that someone just reruns it one day. But that's not how it was. We would always hide her keys, watch those 2 episodes, and then go. So that was the only way we could watch TV until we got cable. My grandmother got cable, and this is when they had the big ass satellite, the huge satellite. It was like,
I remember them,
6 foot across. You had to install it in the ground. You couldn't put it on top of the house like Direct TV. This was like the first satellite. I never got the chance to really watch anime like that unless the parents were gone and they happened to have anime on TV. Because at this point, satellite TV would play on every TV in your house. Everybody had to watch the same channel. So it was a lot of Andy Griffith Show.
Oh yeah.
In the Heat of the Night.
Yeah.
Murder, She Wrote.
I was really about to say Murder, She Wrote.
Matlock, all them shows, right?
Yeah.
What's the Army one?
MASH.
Yeah, MASH. And so that's like a big bulk of my childhood in terms of watching it. And so when we moved from good old Mount Airy to Gastonia, and we ended up getting some actual cable TV instead of satellite TV, that's when I would get to watch a bulk of the anime. And at this point, I had missed a whole bunch of a big, because this is when it first came out. Like Dragon Ball Z started in 1986, so after a while they only started doing one show a week, to monetize, I guess, I don't know. And so I had missed a whole lot of stuff. Like I missed Goku going Super Saiyan, all of that stuff. Like by the time I got to watch it again, it was Gohan. Gohan was on his way to becoming a Super Saiyan. So that's when I really caught on to it and started watching it again. And then like fresh out of high school, went to college, met someone, and start doing the grown man shit where you're trying to maneuver through life with a little family or whatever. So we couldn't really afford cable or anything like that. Thankfully, we moved into an apartment where they gave us free cable. It was part of the rent. And so that's when I started to pick up anime watching again. And that's when we was able to start recording shows, DVR.
Yeah,
it was called DVR. And that's when we started, that's when I started watching anime again. That's when, after I finished Dragon Ball Z at that time, that's when I started watching Naruto. And that's when because at that time, Naruto and Dragon Ball Z, I think, came out around the same time. So this was like the rerun at this point of Naruto before Shippuden came around and all that. So that's how I got into anime. So I didn't really watch it that much, and then I came like super into it as I became an adult, and then after the marriage fell apart, and then I really got to dive into it a lot in the past 5-6 years. So and then of course finding those illegal websites, so you ain't got to go through commercials and shit. So I can watch a 23-minute episode, watch 2 seasons or something in a whole shift at work.
I'm bougie. I have the blessing right here. I have the blessing of being an only child / older sister. I have both, right? I am the big sister who is the only child, and we'll talk about that later. But with that, like, I got the benefit of not having to share my shit. So my parents, I got that only child lifestyle. Like,
no, I didn't.
I had two working parents, but I was the only kid in my house. They was like, "Oh no, you can go watch TV because we ain't got shit."
No, I didn't have that. I was the oldest of 4. Go take care of them. Yeah, man.
That's something. As a parent, I love both my kids, but to me, just my mind, it don't wrap, and I don't. And this is not a dig to anybody who loves big families. If you like it, hey, I love it for you. As a person who is accepting that she has sensory differences, big crowds, a bunch of kids. Not for me. Like, for you, the way you love them babies, hats off, hats tipped. Y'all better make sure. If y'all hear this, in fact, we should drop this on Father's Day.
Oh, yeah,
Father's Day. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I
like that.
To big you up, I started it off bigging up my big head ass baby daddy. So yeah,
that's the thing. Look, the theme done naturally came up too.
It does naturally develop. There we go. That's what we gonna talk about. Yeah, like, but damn, I lost my train of thought again. I'm doing so good.
Oh, big families. We talking about.
Oh yeah, like I big you up for loving big families, because I can love my 2. Your 2 are okay. Your youngest, sometimes I want to box him. Sometimes, but I love him. But you know what? You want to know what it is? And people are going to hate this answer. It's because he's a Leo and I'm a Leo. And I don't, me and Leo men, I just be like, why are you doing that? They be like, because I want to. They be like, that's stupid. They be like, so. And I don't know why that burned me up on the inside on a deeper level. I just be like, I want to kick you in your throat. You know that? But I also love your son. Your son is the most compassionate, funny, and absent-minded kid I've ever met in my life.
So crazy. He made the Beta Club.
That is so beautiful.
He made the Beta Club. This is his 7th grade year. Shout out to you, Zay.
Yeah.
So first he makes the Beta Club. Then he makes the AB honor roll. Then the teacher calls and asks us to come to an award show but won't tell us what the award is because they want us to be there. Turns out he wins the science award, which threw me through a loop. I'm good with math. I'd assume that he would be a math award winner, if anything. Mm-hmm. So to win the science award, and all of this happened in his 7th grade year, no less, is very, very something to be proud of.
You should be. Like, that's hard work. That's his dedication, because he's finding himself, and he's finding himself because you're taking the time as a father to give him space to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I think about the opportunities that we are giving our kids, we got to be able to give ourselves more credit. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, push, pull. Saying, cause you pretty dope. Like, your kids are a reflection of you. They didn't just turn out fucking awesome out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They didn't just like somebody came and sprinkled fake awesome fairy dust over your children. Like,
I'm learning to learn to take more credit, not give it all to their mama. Big up to her and all that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm learning to to be happy about it, especially with my first one, my first baby, graduated JJ a whole semester early. Is just something else, boy. So I'm learning to stick my chest out a little bit. Might buy me a T-shirt.
Yeah.
And say about, at least when it comes to the parenting part, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Dope ass dad or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw what it said, dope black dad.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was so cool. That's definitely gonna be a part of this adult journey, and that's one thing I had to realize is, like, as much as I do love them babies and spend time with them babies are gonna grow up. I ain't gonna be the center of the universe no more. When I tell you, when I came to that realization just like a couple months back, boy, I was in here snot bubble crying like, now I gotta find myself. Why you gonna make me find me? I'm right here, shit. You know? You got me out here having to figure out who I am. I'm daddy. Do you hear them calling me that? But now I'm in a point now where it's like I do need to, explore more and what I want and what I like, and that'll definitely be a part of this podcast journey. I tell you that.
Yeah, because I'm gonna make you do it. I gotta get this lasagna. Listen to the beautiful sounds of nothing. So our purpose isn't just for the podcast. It's for us.
And on top of that, me and my daughter are on our fitness journey starting Monday. Yeah, that's crazy. So, we're going to factor this all, getting on like a little schedule and shit.
Okay.
And so my boy has his football workouts. I can't believe in middle school they have football workouts before the season even starts. That's crazy to me. But there's a really good chance he'll be starting at running back this year. So that's going to be so dope to see.
Nice.
And we're going on our fitness journey. She signed up for Planet Fitness.
Very nice.
And so now we can just all three go together, and we'll probably go like in the evenings just to get the workout in, because I'm sure that because she's never really been in the sports or anything like that. She was never really active like that. So she really wants to make that jump, and who better to make that jump with than your daddy. So because I was already on it, and now that my ankle's healed, get back on it again, and they ain't gonna like it. It's not even like on me pushing them or nothing. But if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Cause at that point it's like all the sweets, all that stuff won't have to go.
Yeah, that's gonna be the hard part. And you know what? I was thinking I want to get started back on, cause you remember after I hurt my foot, I've been slowing down and I've lost my little booty.
You so
I did. I worked so hard. I'm so petite, and like, I've never naturally had like a shape in my opinion. Not. I ain't saying I'm not pretty. I'm just saying I'll never say that. I'll never.
Pretty bitch, no.
Never. I'm in my bonnet right now, and I still look bad to me.
No, that's right. Hell yeah. Yeah, let them know.
In my house. Listen, but like, it's just one of those things. I want to get back into that flow that I had, because I had a really good flow going and I felt really, really good. But I hurt my foot, man. It's hard to jumpstart. It's really hard to jumpstart after taking a step back. You know what I'm saying? Or having to take care of yourself. I think that's the hard part about learning how to take care of yourself, is how to do that ebb and flow. And I think that's where I'm at right now.
Right.
Here. take that lasagna out. Because if I burn this little girl lasagna, she gonna burn me. And I ain't got to hear her mouth.
Oh God, I love lo-fi. My goodness, you got that microphone that make niggas think they can rap. Hey yo, I said, hey yo, my gun go. We'll drop our own intro rap.
Oh, I'll do it. Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Right.
No, I'm so serious. Don't play with me.
Find one of them. Just find a beat.
No, I ain't about to find no beat. My brother make beats.
Yeah, shit.
Big one in DC. Yeah, he finding himself. He on his find himself journey. I don't know. Maybe that's like, COVID was horrible, and yes, it was. RIP to everybody that was lost during the time, and to everyone still catching COVID, dealing with COVID. Be safe. Take care of yourself how you feel like you need to take care of yourself. That's it. That's all I got to say about that. Anyway, moving right on along. What Tabitha Brown said, that ain't my business. I take care of my family. You take care of her. Okay. But I feel like that was part of the lesson of that time to slow down. I think everybody got a taste of what it felt like to not be on the go. And then we got back to it. And everybody's like, whoa, Nelly.
Yes. I just came across, it was on social media of people posting basically, it's like a before and after picture, but it's before, during the corporate life, and then after a year of backpacking through Europe or a year of not working. And it was showing their before and after faces. Man, we're not supposed to be behind the desk. We're not supposed to be behind the desk and just sitting there and typing and doing all. We're not supposed to. To see people's face, they like it would just have people just like the blood's drained out of their face. They look ashy even when they're not. Face just sunk, and then all of a sudden, like their eyes are bright. There's like color in their faces and all that.
That's what I feel like my job is an ain't shit ass motherfucker. Like I got attached to the wrong person and they sucked all the life out of me. That's what I feel like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the wrong job is just like the wrong relationship.
Yeah, no, you're right. When it comes to the corporate life, it's not even like the processes and whatnot that just drain me. It's the unnecessary conflict or politics that happen in corporate life that makes you just want to leave it all together.
Yeah.
Like if I call you and I say I want to speak to the manager and you hand the phone to just another employee that just happened to be there a long time, I'm gonna have a problem.
Right.
And it's like that's unnecessary. So now I'm about to catch the blunt end of this crap.
Yeah.
That I didn't even have any hand in
doing.
In
creating.
Yeah, in creating. Exactly. So I didn't create this. So them coming to me with their feedback does nothing.
Yeah.
And so it's like stuff like that is what drains me in terms of the corporate life. And yeah.
I understand all of that. I do. See, you have that drive to get forward. You want to be better because not just for not for the company, but you take pride in your work and what you do. I can't within me find the F's to give about that.
So
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So for me, I'm driven by the financial benefit of it. Mm-hmm. I'm driven by what it can give me so that when I clock out and I do what I want to do, I don't have to wait to do it. Yeah. However, like photography or video and content creation, I would love to do that. I just feel like I don't have the time to do it. Even if I don't have the time to do it, if I can get the finances to at least obtain it so that one day I can work on it, then I'm okay with it, with the drive that I have in what I do. But if I ever was to monetize content creation and whatnot, then and I'm able to like detach myself from the safety, the stability of the corporate life, right? Then I can feel more fulfilled and actually go after shit that I want to do, right? So
I understand that perspective. I think that's one a lot of men have. Like y'all have that, that financial drive. I think for me as a woman, finances is cool. They great. I love it. But for the person that I am at my age at 38, what is showing for me to be more important as I delve more into my mental health is finances. Important, yeah. but his stability of the mind is more important than the financial bottom line. I want to have the best for my children, of course, but I want the best for my children. I had to ask my kids what they want too.
Yeah.
And I'm finding that something my kids are saying more so. They like, we don't care about all that extra for real. Like, we
girl.
They be like,
my first one, JJ. Lord, girl, that girl, it has been always her whole life. It's been pretty frustrating trying to see what she wants because she's not like a lot of other kids. She doesn't care for stuff like that. She don't care to be seen. She doesn't care to be, let me just sit in this room, put my headphones in and draw and animate. Leave me alone. I don't care about, I was like, even when she graduated, I was like, yo, what you want to do? A graduation gift. You want to go to the beach for a weekend? You want to go get a tattoo? You want to go on a graduation party? You want to go on a cruise? What do you want to do? Do I have to have a gift? No, I guess not. But most people when they graduate, they want a gift. She don't care for nothing like that. I thought she even wanted to go to like one of those fancy steak houses or something in Charlotte for when she graduates. Let's try a new buffet bar. That's where she wanted to go. They were packed.
I ain't mad at it.
Got a picture in my phone right now. We went to a burger joint. I was like, okay, sweetie, where do you want to go out at after this? We are out. All right. You don't want no after parties, no nothing like that? We went back to my house and we do this thing where we watch these YouTube videos of guess that song or guess that TV show, guess that video game. That's what we do. But you would think that she would have like her closest friends just go and party. Nope. She don't care for gifts or anything like that. And our kids just turned out that way. And you just wonder, it's like, do you want to give your best to them? You want them to go on TikTok, see something, be like, can I do this? Hell yeah, let's go. Only because we never had nothing like that for us. But then for them to just, I don't care about stuff like that. We made from scratch watermelon lemonade.
I saw.
Just because.
I saw. That was dope. I ain't got that. Keep telling you, like, when it comes down to it, like, you are the epitome of a good parent. Like, when I think of what a good parent is, like, you be trying to make stuff from scratch. I did that, and then I thought about what I had to clean up after, and I was like, it ain't worth it.
That's the part that always kept me from doing a lot of stuff too. But that's when I realized, like, when it comes to this parenting thing, man, I realized how little I don't want to do. I don't want to do Nathaniel. I don't want to do nothing. And that's where intention comes in. And that's the reason why I try to be as good of a parent. You want to be what you didn't have when you were younger.
Sure.
And so that's why I try to be for them. That's why I'm laughy, goofy with them. Let's wrestle or go to the, next weekend I think we're supposed to be going to the mall, taking her shopping just because I don't know, I don't care, but she wants to go. So,
I mean, that's beautiful. I think everybody parents from, the toolbox they were given, right? So, like, for you, your idea of good parenting is like meeting that need, right? And giving more of yourself and digging deeper. And I feel like that too, but I feel like for me, my digging deeper is letting somebody else do that shit. Allowing another person or people into my circle, because I'm very private. I'm very like,
right.
People only know what I let them know.
Yeah, I definitely
That's
understand.
it.
And it's true. I still don't know the nigga name. I just like, yep.
Yeah.
When you gonna tell me when I'm ready? Bye.
When I'm ready. Don't nobody know nothing I want to know. I've always been that way. I've always been a very, very private. I remember even being pregnant with Chibi. Didn't nobody know nothing. Nothing about nothing. Then I popped up pregnant. They were like, first off, when you get so big. Second off, when you have what?
Right.
Yep. The same thing with my son. I'm just I don't know. I don't feel like it's the need for everyone to know everything. I think some things like growing up, I kind of looked at Aaliyah and I was like, I'm sorry, Aaliyah. I looked at Aaliyah and yes, I was a real fan. And yes, I corrected myself.
I know that.
And if you're a real fan, you better correct yourself. Her. And anyway, and I'm country as a motherfucker.
Yeah. What show that is? I ain't go home. We'll watch this back and be like, yo, country girl, bitch. We're gonna get like the first viewer from like listener from like New York.
Listen, that's why we the Carolina cousins. What you mean? What
I
you
like
mean?
that. I like that a lot.
Listen, but like the thing about it is, I watched how she was. Now, don't get me wrong, Scandal was Scandal. She had some dirt in her life. Things happened, tragedies happened, just a whole bunch of different stuff. But during the time of her living, of her being in the spotlight, I remember just feeling like you only know what she lets you know. Like, I see that in her. I see that in how Beyonce lives her life. I see that high key in how Jay-Z lives his life. They have a separation that I respect. Like, they treat work like work. Zendaya, she has that down to a science.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like Zendaya went to the school of Beyonce on privacy. This is how you tell them to kiss my. Mm-hmm. You only gonna, and I love that for them. Like, you should be able to work and then separate work and home. And I feel like in the corporate world, you don't get to do that. You don't get to choose how you show up in your day to day life and show up in corporate, because it's always gonna suck everything out of your. That's where I am with corporate right now. I feel like it's like this suckiness. It's a vampire. I just finished watching Castle Nova. We're about to switch vibes. Casanova, you really do.
I got the premise of it, and I was like, yeah, I got to watch it.
You really do. So I messed up because I watched Casanova, not Casanova.
Casanova, is that a different show?
Whichever one.
The one with the vampire, right?
Yeah, the one with the vampire.
Casanova.
Okay, yeah, I might be saying it wrong. I'm gonna say a bunch of stuff wrong.
We're gonna rock with it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a bunch of stuff wrong. I'm just gonna be 100%.
Because we country as hell.
And also, I don't know how to pronounce nothing. I just know how to read it. Does that make sense?
Yep, I know what the word means when I see it. Don't ask me to say it though. For what? I know what the word says. And I know what it means. That's all that matters. What you need me to say it for?
When my mouth go to say stuff, I have to make sure. Like, that's how I picked out my kids' names. I picked it out off of how well I could say it. Because I was like, I don't need to be stuttering. I don't need to be stuttering, calling that. But they over there doing something they ain't got no business doing. But, dang. Casanova. Yeah. So I watched that, and that was so dope.
I got to watch that. Like, after I heard the premise about it, I was like, yeah, I got to watch that. Because I heard it was like intense too.
It is very intense.
As tense as I heard it was, I wouldn't think that you would go for something like that.
So here's the thing. This is what I'm learning about myself. I like sci-fi.
Yeah.
I got that from my daddy. My daddy was a Trekkie. Neptune's all the way. That's why I love, for real, when he came out and he was like, Star Trek. I was like, yeah. I was like, Daddy, check this out. My daddy was like, okay. Because my daddy at like right now, at this month, he gonna turn 74. Strong man. Shout out to my father.
It's a blessing to have your pops living that long.
Yeah. But like growing up watching Star Trek with him and stuff like that, and like all the different creatures and stuff, that doesn't really bother me. I think I had my first like introduction to vampires when Underworld came out, and I was in love. I fell in love with the whole vampire thing. I was like, oh, Underworld.
First one, yeah.
Shit. Like, you know what? Right? Yeah, we got to have an Underworld watch-a-thon.
Girl, yeah. I would love to watch those. Jailbreak a fire stick. I'm just joking.
We'll cut
that out.
They don't need to know how country we is.
Right.
They hear it already. Shout out to Glorilla. Yeah. Shout out to those about to be Leo.
Shout out to Xavier Leggett, Carolina Panthers receiver. He from South Carolina.
Them football guys coming up.
Yeah, he got horses and everything. He got that horse riding. He was at rodeo.
Yep.
At the rodeo out there.
Stephon Diggs got him a rodeo going on.
Oh boy! What I heard about that man, I was like, bro, it is so the whole story without even having all the details, just from the outside looking in, is so damn crazy to me. Like, bro, you mean to tell me, Offset, you was out here cheating on her, and she left you, and I think that what is eating at him is She found someone because I could have sworn he came out and said something about like ain't nobody gonna wife no hoe or whatever.
Yeah, I think he did.
And then all of a sudden he finds someone who is more athletic and has significantly more money than you, and it just irritates you. You can't go whoop his ass. Like I think that's what it is. When I watched Stephon Diggs curl 135,
that video.
And then Offset put out a video a couple months later curling like the bar. Yeah. And then Offset put out that video at the gym curling them little ass weights. I was like, all right, Offset, you got to stop. Just, hey man, at this point, unfollow Cardi. Y'all just keep this
Protect your peace, Offset.
Protect your peace, bro.
Block her. Block her and go on with your life.
It's a thorough L. That's like that's the part that you have to understand.
Block.
Thorough L.
And go on with your life.
They out here living their best life, racing to the cars and stuff. I race you to the car and they racing and shit.
That was so cute.
Right?
And I know people are like, oh, he probably blah, blah, blah. Listen, I have told multiple people that I know that the idea of judgment of longevity to equal success in a relationship is not really something I really subscribe to. Mm-hmm. Now, if I ever went through a relationship and I came to the end of it and I felt like I never learned anything and I never gained anything, right? And then I'm be mad at myself. Then I'm gonna have to get myself to fuck together.
I get it.
I'm gonna have to get on that glow shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to pull that Leo shit out. But for the most part, I feel like every person that I've had a relationship with has served a purpose for or either I'm going to Beyonce that shit and turn them lemons into lemonade. This Tina Knowles Matriarch, I read that, finished that, loved it. We'll talk about that on another one. We'll talk about that. I'll save that one for another podcast. Cool. But yeah, I just really respect when I see women be able to move on, and even if it's just for a moment. Listen, I love anybody that can get a moment. Get your moment. Even if it's for a moment, get your moment. Do it with good intentions, of course, but also get your moment. Don't let something good pass you by because you worried about what the next one doing. Like, that's stupid. That's dumb. Like, I think of it there can be two ways to think of it. Some people think life is too short, so you got to live right now. You got to go for it right now. I think of it as my life going to be too long for me to be miserable with your ass for that long. I could be doing so much more with all that time. I could be doing so much more with all that time that I have, because I ain't about to say my life short. I'm sorry. I just don't speak over myself like that.
I like that.
So
I like that perspective.
I'd be like, my life going to be too long. And you mean I got to do this with you every day? 365 repeatedly? No, I'm good. Now that I will do. So if you can find some moments of peace and happiness and joy and freedom, especially if she talking about when she had her baby, the baby was 5 pounds because because she said she was so stressed out because of all the mess Offset was doing. Like that, like when your relationship is affecting your health, like it really does a lot with women, right? And I'm not saying it doesn't affect men. I know plenty of men that I know you went through struggles. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone deals with struggles in their life. So I'm going to clap for everybody that look happy until they say they're not. But I'm not going to speculate. That's not what I do. But what I will do is bump when they do a revenge album. Have you heard Cardi New? You need to pull up on TikTok. Where's the TikTok? Where's my telephone? Damn. Pull up TikTok, and then whichever video you'll find, we will upload it. You need to look for. You can search and think Cardi B new song
about Offset.
You can do about Offset. They say it's about Offset, but my feeling is it's for all you niggas. That is, it just.
All right, let's see.
been cuffed up too long. Let me remind you, niggas.
Wow, this summer, I ain't going no events. They gonna play that song at every single summertime event. Offset gonna be so mad.
I love you, Cardi. Valencia, I love you, girl. My country ass could not say your name, but I love you so much.
Something else. That is crazy to me. I can't believe that.
Oh, verse 2 is even more lethal.
Oh,
yeah, there's a part 2 that has been that's on TikTok too. I'm gonna be out, pop outside. What?
What's the song called?
It's gonna be called Outside.
Oh, okay.
I don't think she released it yet. So it's just on TikTok right now.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so you can only listen to a TikTok. And when I tell you I played that, clip it over and over and over and over. Cause I was like, she killed it.
Okay, yeah. Just 3 days ago, so she probably did drop it yet.
Yeah, everybody is requesting on TikTok, and I second the motion. Me now, this is. So here's the thing. I think we need to work on delivery because I probably should have sandwiched this portion into the middle of a Father's Day podcast and ended it with a more positive father type.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
But we're going to be realists on the Hey Cuzzo podcast.
Yeah, let's be realists about it. Absolutely.
It's looking like Offset isn't a good father.
Yeah.
And so maybe this is a cautionary tale, to the good fathers, we big you up every day. We love you guys. I love my cousin down until one of y'all make an honest man out of him. Cause he needs a good woman. He needs a good woman. A woman. Yeah. Woman. That's what I need to find you. I need to find you a good woman. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. But he gonna be out here bettering himself. You know what I'm saying? Leveling up. And I got him. Got hold him down. You know what I'm saying?
I got you too.
You know what I mean?
Real.
So at the end of the day, let Offset be a cautionary tale, because sometimes you might lose a bad bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And don't sit out here and being like, oh, I hate my baby mama. She was a bad bitch before you got her pregnant. Guarantee you that.
Yeah, you got her. Right? Like, that's the way you got to look at it. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end, he ain't no business getting into a marriage anyway. I don't care if it was Cardi. As fine as she is, like, you were young, black, handsome, and rich. And you rap. Why would you try to settle down? That doesn't make sense. Yeah, you need to get a couple of years under your belt as at this level of rap that you at right now, and just have fun doing that before settling down. But I don't know. I
don't even know if it's about having fun or not having fun, because I feel like women should be able to have fun too. But at the end of the day, it's if you don't.
Why marry if you're gonna cheat anyway?
Yeah, that's my thing. So that's why I was
like, bro, you should have just had your fun first and left her alone.
Don't marry if you're gonna cheat. Don't commit if you're gonna cheat. If you about that whole put a title on the thing, do that. Do whatever floats your boat. This ain't gonna be one of them podcasts. We ain't about to go into that too deep. But at the end of the day, Cardi, thank you. Thank you.
Summer anthem.
The pleated skirts for the millennials are coming out, because I am not putting on nothing Miss Hot Girl Meg got coming out. My cheeks can't do that, baby. I will need all the diaper cream. I will be back on the diaper cream aisle if I try to put that. I ain't had no more kids. I'm not trying to walk back down the aisle, and I'm not about to try to put on them damn hot girl swimsuits. Man, they go up from the roof to the roof. Them young girls, that's that 20-year-old game.
Oh, yeah.
Baby, I'm about to be 40. And I say that with pride.
Approaching 40 game.
I say that with pride. I'm about to be 40.
That's why I try to tell her, hey, man, you got to get here. That's what I tell them nowadays. I'm like, you got to get here.
Listen, right now, I'm thankful I'm here.
Yeah.
I know a bunch of people that make it here. A bunch. A bunch.
You get to this age and you realize how many people gone, you can be like, damn, you right.
Yep. And RIP to every single one of them. If you're not here, shout out to the ancestors. You know what I mean? Because, that's my lane. That's my lane. That's my, I'm the spiritually girly. The Southern girl, tell me woo woo. But I love everybody. I really do. I just don't give a fuck about y'all. I love y'all.
That's where I'm at with it. It's not even that I don't give a fuck. It's like, just, leave me alone. I got shit to do.
I'm very big on the I don't fuck with you. Little stupid ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you.
I didn't hurt you in weeks.
I'll help you, but I ain't fucking with you.
My problem is,
I'll lend you a helping hand.
My problem is people be like, I haven't heard from you in weeks, and I'll be like, I just heard from you a few weeks ago. Like, that doesn't. That's bad.
Yeah, you're horrible.
Oh shit.
You're horrible with that.
And that's gonna be a part of my self growth, just being able to reach out more and just say, hey, what up?
You know what I'm saying? I think we have created the rapport. Mm-hmm. We had to work at it though. But we created a rapport between you and I. We know how to give each other space. We know how to come connect. Mm-hmm. We know how to, make moves around each other, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So like that's like a different kind of understanding. You know what I mean? Where you respect people for who they are. You know what I mean? And you just let them do their thing. And there's no y'all, if y'all are adult, get adult friendships in your life, please. Something that ain't got nothing to do with nothing else. Get adult friendships in your life. It doesn't have if you can be friends with males, be friends with males. If you be friends with females, be friends with females. If you can be friends with the she's and the days, be friends with the days. We can cover that
another topic. But one thing that has always baffled me is how dudes be like, I can't be friends with females. And I'm like, why? Because I be wanting to hunt you.
And I'm like,
are you all right? What is wrong with y'all? Go find somebody who want to hunt, right? What is wrong with you? I don't know. People be doing that. You know what I mean? I got a lot of friends that are girls. I did.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
There's still a little toxic.
Yeah, toxic.
I need to make a thing that goes toxic with the little hint with the rainbow behind it, with the sprinkles. we need it to go toxic.
Oh shit!
Across the screen.
I just thought about that too. I was just like, you know what, Lenny, you kind of sound like a hypocrite. But I have friends that are women that I have not. So
that's good.
That's great. We've been friends for years.
I'm one of them.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Absolutely. So before people make it with cuss,
I feel like they are. We ain't even gonna be able to avoid
things grow. Cause I call it first episode. Number one, it's gonna grow to be something.
It will grow.
It will grow. You plant it, it will grow. You nurture it, it will grow. And we also hate corporate. So we have mutual anime rivalry level disdain and disgust. This is the first part of our One Piece arc.
Yes.
This is now I'm geeked. I feel like that was full circle.
Shit. I'm glad you said that because this is our One Piece arc. Because if anybody was to ever actually watch One Piece, you will realize that this is just going against the status quo. This is fighting against corporate.
And what it has done to our mental health. And what it tries to do to us as parents that are trying to raise a generation of free thinkers.
Yes. This is going to be a great podcast.
Clock it.
Just so y'all know. Clock it.
Clock it.
With the finger pinching thing. Clapping with two fingers.
I live for it. All right. So thank y'all so much for listening. If you made it to the end, I'm gonna try to figure out how to edit this.
Hell yeah.
And we're gonna cut out anything that's not needed.
Yep.
And what up, cuz?